Still with me, man?
As always, I'm just checking my eyes to make sure that we are going to be seeing Vu versus the Crazy Man at 2:30.
I hope to God we are, because
Oh, yeah.
that to me is kind of the choice matchup at that point. So I guess we're early enough for maps and all that stuff. Of course, guys, this wasn't scheduled until about 12:15, so the players might be taking a little bit of a breather. That is perfectly fine, and that gives us a chance to say thank you to all the people that are making this event possible. Starting off, I want to say thank you to the Electronic Sports League, ESL, and thank you to Intel for, as always, putting on its Intel Extreme Masters event. This is the 5th season of what is regarded as one of the most successful esports events, and specifically in the last couple of years, Quake Live events. They run one of the most comprehensive tournaments that spans the world, and this is just the American Championships, folks. The best part about it is we will eventually move on to the World Championships, which is, the winner of that can truly claim fame. It's because in order to get there, you've had to go through an entire, I guess I would say, a regional qualifier, or maybe continental qualifier. Europe and the Americans are typically kind of the big, they're the guys that show up with tons of players and some really top tier talent. So basically you have open cups and qualifiers that lead to group stages just within your continent, aka or region, depending on where you're coming from. And then you have a LAN event that decides a champion out of your area in the world. And then you take the winners of that and they advance to the World Championship qualifiers. And it's just an incredible set of group stages and playoffs. And by the end of it, I mean, this whole thing, we've been covering this for 3 months, okay, with a little bit of a break for QuakeCon. But just think of all the money and all of the time and effort that's gone into this. Just the North American side of the ESL crew is, I believe, Steve-O, Detonator, Beef, Seppi, John, a.k.a. Alien, a.k.a. Legion, and then we've got Rondrian from across the pond.
Let's not forget about Steve.
ESL Steve, I'm getting there.
Yeah, all right.
And then, on the European side, we've got Zoo and Rondrian, who I mentioned. And then, of course, we've got some of the faces of it. We've got Carmack, who's the mad scientist orchestrating the entire thing. And, really, it's just this amazing effort. And I'm only talking about Quake Live, folks. Outside of Quake Live, they are streaming StarCraft 2, which has taken esports by storm. Let's see. We've got Counter-Strike. I mean, and they do this. They have the sort of regional qualifiers and championships for every section of the world for Quake Live, StarCraft 2, and Counter-Strike. Okay, and there's prize money at every single step of the way. I mean, even the Open Cups they ran, there was prize money. Okay, so just kind of giving you an idea of the scope of what ESL has done. It really, as someone who just, honestly, Jahar and I show up to shoutcast this stuff, but honestly, we're here because we love this game. And I just want to say thank you to Intel and ESL for putting together an amazing tournament that we get to both cover and follow as avid fans of this game. On top of that, I want to say thank you to Razer, who is an equipment sponsor for ESL and this tournament. And actually, I wanted to ask a question to the ESL admins who were at the event. I didn't get a chance because we were trying to sort out some, final things like being able to connect to servers so we could actually see the event.
Little things like that.
But I wanted to find out, who of the players that are there are using Razer mice, because I think that would be a really interesting thing to hear and learn.
But we've got
You know,
Chance here, we've got Destruct, so we're moments away from getting this started. They might be actually doing this according to the schedule, so they might be told to hold off until 15 after, which is just about
I just got maps
a couple
here.
minutes away.
Yeah, I think that AFK moment there for Chance was that they were deciding maps at the LAN itself rather than in-game. The word I'm getting from Flame is Aerowalk, ZTN, and T4.
Nice.
So I think that's kind of obvious who picked what there, given that we've got Chance versus CZM. CZM would go with Aerowalk, second choice being Chance, picking the ZTN. And then T4, that's actually really interesting that Chance
Didn't toss that? Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see how that fares. Now, Chance is a guy who can be insanely aggressive. He can be kind of a hot and cold player. We've seen a lot of the heat coming from him lately, which has been really fun to watch. He has, like, when he's on, he's one of the most scary players in Quake Live. Okay, when he's off, you know, you can handle him with kid gloves, I would say. But I don't know. Like, what are your thoughts, Shahar? I mean, I've been blabbing for a while. I want to get you to chime in here.
Well, Chance has been looking, as you said, really on par today. Destruct, though, I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing Hectic in the map list. Aerowalk is going to be a very interesting choice as well. I mean, Chance is, as you said, very aggressive, but I think on Aerowalk, we've obviously seen some players who can really turn the heat up a few notches. Destruct, depending on the day, is one of those players. We're going to have to, again, we're just going to have to see exactly how it goes down. I think this is going to be one of the closer matches we're going to see today. If not one of the most legendary, but Chance Destruct, I'm expecting to see very, very good things coming out of this fight.
But the highlighting match for Playday 3 is going to be VU versus CZM.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So, you know, so kind of the good news is that we are going to have VU, CZM, or Rafa on the stream for the rest of the day. And then after that, you know, the other choices for Playday 3 are going to be Chance versus Destruct. That's a huge grudge match that we might try to you know, get in. I think.
Wait, Chance Destruct? We're there right now. You forget yourself, old man.
Yeah. No, this is Chance versus CZM supposedly. Destruct.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Excuse
don't
me for
don't do
looking
that
at
to
the,
me, man.
Yeah. Okay. Never
Don't
mind.
do that to me. All right. I'm gonna go back over to game view here.
All right. I forget myself.
Yes. No, you saw the scoreboard in game. You're like, oh, Chance versus Destruct. No, that's going to happen later on in the day, folks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're still waiting on the Crazy Man to join. It has not happened. Chance is doing his best to take his place with a lot of mouse spinning. So, just for Quake Live, guys. I mean, we got $8,000 on the line. Okay, so first place is going to walk away with $3,000. Second place will walk away with $1,500. Third place gets $1,000. Fourth gets $700. Fifth and sixth get $500. Seventh and eighth get $400 for a total of, as I mentioned, $8,000. Now, on top of Quake Live, we're also covering. There's also StarCraft 2 coverage. That's a $10,000 prize pool, and I don't really remember what the prize pool is for Counter-Strike, but again, guys, that's tons of money put up by these sponsors, Intel and Razer, and thank you to ESL and the Intel Extreme Masters for bringing it all together so we can see these matches. I'm trying to get word from the admins about what's going on. Do we have reconnections? Yes. We've got, is that Chance back on the server?
There we go. There's CZM.
All right, I'm coming in.
And there's Chance. All right. It was just a fake out.
All right. Just want to make sure they didn't throw up another server because our communication with the admins is limited to just IRC, and that's spotty.
And actually, when they're at a LAN, I mean, they're not going to be on IRC.
We're not the important thing in the room.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So, we have the players we need to see. CCM, of course, sporting his Ultrano tag. I still want to ask him how to pronounce that.
Ultrano is the only awesome way to pronounce it, obviously.
I just want to make sure I get it right. Because I think he's... Is this that mod? Okay, there we go. Is this the mod thing he's doing? Yeah. Ultrono. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask if I can just call him CZM.
Call me
This is,
anything you
yeah.
want, baby.
This is my no friends Quake Live account. Okay.
Gotcha.
Alright, there we
All
go.
makes sense now. All right, cool. So we've already got map picks here, so we're just waiting on F3s.
I mean, really, again, going back to those picks, Arrow Walk being the start that's got to feel good for CZM. I think ZTN, you know, Chance, how do I say this? If Arrow Walk isn't a trouncing, I think Chance will feel good about ZTN. We'll see some amazing things. I think that if he gets his legs cut out from under him early by CZM, I mean, oh my goodness, the LG. But if he gets his legs cut out from under him, I think that his mental game will suffer. We've seen that that is an issue for Chance, and you know, he will kind of you know, rage a little bit. But hey, either way, hopefully at the end of the day we'll be able to figure out a way to get Chance and Destruct, the grudge match, to end all grudge matches on the stream for you. But yeah, honestly, I'm excited. I can't wait for F3s and let them know that we are all set. And hopefully we'll be going live in just a few seconds. Chance is ready. Oh man,
You
Arrow
okay there?
Walk. Arrow Walk being a map that's been around since, what, Quake 1?
Quake World, yeah.
Yeah, you call it Quake World. See, I was in college and actually had Ethernet back in the day when that was weird to have a decent latency connection. So
20 FPS and 150 ping. Yep. That was good.
Now, actually, I was used to having like 18 FPS though.
Yeah.
I played Quake on an overclocked machine that could, you know, barely boot. I mean, it was pretty ridiculous. I remember trying to get it to run on like a 486. I got it to run. I played through the single player on a 486, man. That was
Got it to
that's
walk,
some crazy
yeah.
stuff. All right. Chance says your biceps is intimidating. Right after that, he hits F3. So, Arrow Walk has begun. We have CZM and Chance, both from Evil Geniuses, facing off right now. Chance at the start has Rockets going in for red, but gets cut off by the Rockets raining in from CZM. He finally makes the jump, gets away cleanly.
Ooh.
Nice play there.
And without having that railgun initially there was no real chance for CZM to do a major amount of damage there unless he caught Chance in the face with the rocket. That was going to give Chance a hefty amount of stack, but that's going to get burned away very quickly here. Chance
I'm
now
actually
up
watching
top.
CZM here. He's got position on red. We're going to see a trade between red and Mega, though, given the timing.
Yeah.
Which, you know, is a little bit of a credit to CZM, the way that he worked the Mega timing. You know, so that he could get in on that red. Back over to Chance, who does get an impressive, right as I switch over, 50% rail so far.
And right now, CZM spamming off against Mega just a little bit. But here comes Chance up the jump pad, and what would normally be a disadvantageous position for him, Chance knows that CZM wasn't quite looking for him out there, and is going to be pulling together first blood, first sparks, whatever you want to call it. Chance up by 1. Here comes CZM, maybe back through the teleporter. Nope, now raining some nades down on Mega Health. And this is actually bad for CZM. I mean, Chance has his back to both Mega and Red. And Chance is actually going to take advantage of that right now by keeping CZM at bay, trying to work in a little bit more damage in the meantime. Look at this. Red is still up, is getting dusty. CZM tossing out nades for all he's worth, but it's finally going to come down to Red armor. Chance is wasting no opportunity here in order to get that grab. Very nice play from Chance. No real damage dealt out, but I admire the sentiment anyway.
Yeah, it kind of amounted to 2 rocket jumps there, as Chance did land on CZM's rocket slightly, but he's still rocking 150 armor stack.
Oh boy.
The Mega will be stolen away, and rockets from CZM stuff Chance into the corner, and he's actually has to sort of tread midair for a minute until he can get through the teleporter safely. 52 health, and the lightning gun is threatening along with the rocket spam. And this might be it. Oh, CZM misses the rail,
Nice.
but is able to follow up with rockets. And this is actually a really bad spawn for Chance. He's able to collect